Hello and welcome to this video on yet another indicator that we've developed for TradingView, and I'm absolutely delighted and excited to be able to bring this one to you. It's another in the stable of indicators that of course is added to the full package for TradingView. So if you're fortunate enough to already be a customer of the full package, you will of course get this indicator free of charge. It's yet another reason for becoming a full customer of quantum trading. It's something we've offered ever since day one. Basically, when you invest in the full package on any platform, all future indicators we develop, you then receive free of charge. As I say, it's something we've done since day one and something we will continue to do into the future. It's just our way of saying thank you. And I'm absolutely delighted. This has been a huge piece of work. It's absolutely brilliant piece of development by our wonderful development team. And I'm very excited to bring it to you. It's called the Radar Panel. It's for TradingView. And remember, with TradingView, another great facet of TradingView is that you can use it on pretty much any device. I'm running this actually on a Mac at the moment, on MacBook Pro. Because it doesn't require Windows. Because TradingView is a browser-based platform, you just have this enormous flexibility with it. So here we are. This is the Radar Panel from Quantum Trading for TradingView. Very excited. And as you can immediately see, it is basically a mechanism to give you a view on up to 10 individual markets. Now I've got the Forex market here. I've got 10 currency pairs on the left-hand side. And this is on, I've just got this very simply set up. This is one time frame, but of course I'm going to show you in the next video how you can run it on multiple time frames and how you might want to filter out on some of the indicators. But basically this is the time frame, so around 1 minute here. These are the currency pairs that I've got allocated onto the Radar Panel. And then across the top here, we have the indicators that you can actually load on. This is our tick volume indicator, which is telling you the count on volume. And in addition to that, it's also giving you the midpoint on volume here. So you can get an immediate sense of whether the volume that's coming in on your particular time frame is above or below the midpoint. In other words, the average line, if you like. To give you a sense whether you've got high volume, extreme volume, low volume, whatever it may be. So that's on tick volume. Then we go to the price pivots, dynamic price pivots, which I'm sure you remember works on 3-candle pattern formation. So it's a pivot high or a pivot low. So if the center candle on 3 candles has got a higher high and a higher low, then it's a pivot high. And if the center candle on 3 candles has got lower highs and lower lows, then it's a pivot low. And this is basically telling you when a pivot appeared on that particular currency pair, how many bars ago that was. Then we've got the dynamic volatility, extremely important indicator. Volatility comes in and we expect one of two things to happen, either congestion to follow or a reversal. Volatility is used in many different ways, not least of all in trapping moves by the market makers and insiders to trap you into weak positions. It's therefore a hugely important indicator, and it gives you opportunities either to close out if you're in a position, for example, and you get some volatility. A volatility is triggered on your time frame. It may well be an idea to get out of the market at that point. I'm sure a lot of you come along regularly to the webinars, and you will hear me say that constantly. If you've got profit in there, then close out, wait. If you've got a reversal, it's the last thing you want, and congestion is not pleasant to sit through either. So dynamic volatility there, and again, it tells you, how many bars ago that was, and obviously you can click on those charts, go through to the charts, and establish, what the position is. But it just gives you a complete visual on all those pairs on this 1 minute time frame. Then we move to the trends indicator. So we've got two here. We've got the trends indicator and we've got the trend monitor indicator, which work in tandem. They are sister indicators. The trends indicator works very close to the time frame. So changes in the trend dot are registered very early on as it works close to the price action, whereas the trend monitor takes a more considered view. It steps back, in other words, and really considers the trend over a longer time period and gives you, so you get two visuals basically, one in terms of a trend change or trend congestion at the coal face, and the trend monitor then takes a more considered view to give you the longer term view on whether that change in trend is just merely a blip in price action, or whether it is actually converting into a reversal in trend. And as you can see here, we've got a mixture here. We've got strong uptrend here, weak downtrend, strong downtrend, so on and so forth. And this is the trend line, which is the second component of the trend monitor, which gives you a visual on what is going on in terms of the trend and the momentum of the trend. So it's a very strong package there in terms of the trends and the trend monitor. Those two indicators, say, work hand in hand. Finally, over on the right hand side here, we have the Camarilla levels indicator, which has these 6 levels, R1 to S1 to S6 and R1 to R6. You have the buffer zone in the middle one between R1 and S1. And then in addition to that, you also have these alerts which are triggered as various levels are approached. Tells you there's a possible long position now on the horizon. That's on Aussie yen. Bear in mind this is on 1 minute. You've got possible reversal trades on the horizon here. Possible breakout now on the horizon for a short position. That's on, where are we, euro yen there. A couple of possible short positions here on New Zealand yen, Aussie yen. So perhaps a little bit of more buying of the yen. Probably risk appetite is pretty weak right now. And this one is analyzing the chart as in the one at the top. Now there is an option to add further analysis on the Camarilla levels, and I'll show you that in the settings. Probably click on here, go into settings here. Here we go. In terms of changing the chart or the instrument that you're on, very simple to do here. Say you can go to stocks, futures, CFDs, cryptos, whatever it is, indices. You can put it in here and it will pull it up onto the radar panel. So I've just gone for Forex here. So these are the 10. That's the maximum at the moment. And down here you can see these are the indicators that I've enabled. All ticked. I've got tick volumes, dynamic price pivots, dynamic volatility, the trends indicator, and the trend monitor. And then down at the bottom here, the live Camarilla. And as I said, slide that down a bit. There we go. As I said, you can add these levels also if you wish. So for example, what you might do, and remember, as I said earlier, I'll show you this in the next video with a multiple array. You can obviously run more than one of these radar panels. So you can actually set them up and configure them in a way that you would like to have them. You might, for example, just want one with Camarilla levels, which is fine, and you could decide which levels you actually want to add. R3, R4, very important, as are S3, S4. So it's really up to you how you configure the whole thing and use it. But it's very exciting. We're absolutely thrilled and delighted to have launched that. As I say, it's in the full package. The full package price has not increased. It just merely is another indicator that has been added. So as I say, if you are a full package customer, you will have already received this free of charge in your TradingView platform. Hope you've enjoyed this particular video. I'm going to do another one with a multiple version of the radar panel. So thanks very much for watching, and hope to see you soon, and bye for now.